Well, before I make my speech, or I deliver the speech as prepared by His Excellency, the Governor of Oyo State, Engineer Seyi Makinde, who, as you know, has been on annual vacation. But the event of today is his brain and work. He has worked collaboratively with AFC, FTA. And the result of the engagement is what we are witnessing this afternoon. And so the speech that I'm going to deliver captures his mental processes signing of this protocol this day. Let me single out, and those that are here, I cannot mention their names, and because time will not permit. But I know that His Excellency, the Governor of Osun State, is ably represented by Mr. Shola Ogungbile. So you are duly recognized and you are welcome to your state. A former Deputy Governor also is here, Engineer Baramoshi. You are also duly recognized. Of course, I must singularly, on behalf of His Excellency, the Governor of Oyo State, appreciate the presence of His Excellency, the Secretary General, Africa Continental Free Trade Area, AfTA, Wankele Mene. You are duly recognized, and you are welcome to Oyo State, indeed to Ibadan. Early in the day, you and I engaged in some discussions, and I said to you that this event represents the second time of your coming to Ibadan. And I believe sincerely that since we have linked up very effectively through this engagement, your coming will be more frequent. You are duly welcome to your state, Your Excellency. Members of the House of Assembly are also here. I saw them in their numbers. Thank you for gracing this occasion. Your cooperation as members of Oyo State House of Assembly inexorably led to this event this afternoon, because there has been a symbiotic relationship between the House of Assembly and the executive arm of government, which is impacting positively to the administration of Oyo State. Because of paucity of time, all honorable members that are here this afternoon, it's your event, so you do not want me to be mentioning your names one after the other. Let me, however, single out the special advisor and our host on international trade and AFC FTA, Ms. Neil Theodore Esalo. You are duly recognized, and we thank you for this event of today, which you have led in putting together. We have our royal fathers that are here. I don't want to be mentioning their names one after the other, because Dayo had done that very eloquently well. But in your number, you have our respect. You have the respect of His Excellency, the Governor of Oyo State, for gracing this occasion. Our Advisory Council, represented by Baba Saka Balogun, Baba Mokinyo, thank you for gracing this occasion. And then we also have the Director General, Oyo State Investment and Public Partnership Agency, OSIPA, Honorable Tilewa Folami. Of course, we have political functionaries that are here. We have our service commanders, whose duties are to ensure that our environment is secured. And I have seen quite a number of them in this hall. Thank you very much. You have been doing a yeoman's job. It's about 3-4 days ago when this event was being put together. And up till now, I can observe that your work and your duties are showing very, very well. All religious leaders, market leaders, traders, artisans, and other groups that are here are duly recognized. And thankfully, the event of today will impact, after the signing of the protocol, very positively on our market men and women, and because at the end of the day, what AFTA is trying to do is to reduce poverty in the land. And if you know, Africa is the home of poverty, so this agency, this African agency, is purposely put in place to address poverty in our land. So market men and women, thank you for coming. And gentlemen of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as I have told you, the visionary for today's event is His Excellency Governor Seyi Makinde. So his mental processes will be captured in the address, not my own address, but his address, because he is the visionary for this event. And so I will quote his address, which goes like this. It is my honor and privilege to welcome you all today as we launch the Oyo State Subnational Implementation Strategy for the African Continental Free Trade Area, AFTA. This is not merely a formality. It is a statement of intent. It is another definitive step in our declaration that Oyo State means business. As you all know, Nigeria was relatively slow in signing and ratifying the AFTA agreement, but in December 2020, Nigeria ratified and deposited the instrument of ratification with the African Union's legal depository in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. Our gathering here today is not just for show. Until now, no subnational entity in Nigeria, in fact, no subnational anywhere in Africa, has formally adopted a domestic strategy to operationalize the AFTA agreement. Today, Oyo State becomes the very first of 591 subnational governments in Africa to create an after implementation strategy. Isolate my statement because this is not under quote, but out of 591 subnational entities in Africa, Oyo State is number 1. Thank you very much. Thank you very much is also not in the quote. So I continue. So you may ask, why now? Some who are used to politics without purpose may begin to look for ulterior motives. Some may even ask, whose interest will this serve? So let me be clear. We are acting now because delayed cost opportunities, while many states are waiting for perfect alignment, we believe that the sooner you prepare, the sooner you gain. And so Oyo State has chosen not to wait. Another question you may hear is this: and does the Constitution of Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999, as amended, even allow a state government to do this? Isn't foreign trade policy the exclusive preserve of federal government? The answer is, well, yes. The Constitution makes it clear that treaties and agreements are negotiated and ratified by federal government. Tariffs, border protocol, and custom are federal matters. But, and this is important, states have significant powers when it comes to economic development. States control local infrastructure, they promote investment, they regulate activities within their borders, they are responsible for agriculture, for SME development, for standards at the state level, even for certain aspects of ports and airport. So what we are doing today is what scholars call paradiplomacy, that is, engaging externally on economic matters without signing new treaties. You see, when Nigeria ratifies an international agreement, that agreement becomes binding on the whole country. But unless these states align their own policies and prepare their own systems, the benefits will pass them by. And so by our action today, Oyo State is preparing its own systems, that is, regulations, standards, infrastructure, institutional readiness, and investment incentives, so that when the federal provisions apply, we'll be ready to benefit. Let me assure you, this strategy is legally sound. It is about domestic alignment, readiness, reform, and business enablement. It's about competence, not competition with the federal government. Now some may ask, is this just another jamboree? What exactly are the benefits of Oyo State, for Oyo State? Are there real measurable gains in short term, in the medium term, and in the long term? Let me tell you what this strategy will deliver. In the immediate term, this strategy will improve the export readiness of our small and medium enterprises through training, support for compliance with standards, packaging, and certification. It is also a signal to investors. It tells them, your state is ready, and this is a good place to invest. It will also help to focus by identifying priority sectors, such as agriculture, manufacturing, the creative industries. We can devote resources where they will bring the highest returns. People then often talk about port in Lagos as an advantage that drives their economy. Well, this is our own port. With our proximity to the Benin Republic, Oyo State can legally boost cross-border trade, improve logistics infrastructure, and create jobs in all support services that go with it. In the medium and long term, this strategy will attract foreign direct investment into our priority sectors. It will give our businesses access to a single African market of about 1.4 billion people. It will diversify our economy so that we rely less on receipts from oil and more on value-added production. And as incomes rise for our farmers, manufacturers, and artisans, state revenues will also grow. You have already seen how we increase our revenue without increasing taxes. We did this by helping people see that their taxes are not a burden, but a partnership, funding infrastructure and services that create even more opportunities. These steps we are taking now will ensure that long after we have left office, Oyo State will become a true trade hub for West Africa. With strong infrastructure, high standards, and reliable connectivity, we will attract more regional headquarters, connection centers, and processing plants. We will see poverty and inequality reduced because jobs will become more readily available and incomes more stable. And Oyo State will be seen as a leader, setting the template for others to follow. We are, after all, the pace-setter state. And as you all know, Asiwaju Niwa, yes, it is true that I have fewer than 20 months left before my tenure ends. But as I have always said, great leadership is not only about what you deliver. The momentum can no longer be stopped. Even if many of the benefits come after our tenure, launching this strategy cements our legacy. We have chosen to be known as the administration that moved Oyo State from being reactive to external trade policy to being proactive and strategic. We are showing that foresight is more valuable than timing. We are planting seeds today, knowing they will bear fruit long after we are gone. So let me leave you with this thought. Progress does not wait for perfect timing. it rewards courage and clarity of vision. A state that it keeps itself for tomorrow, regardless of who holds power then, shows strength, not weakness, and the legacy will endure beyond any election. Thank you very much, and God bless you. Thank you. So, having read His Excellency's message to us, it is my wish and desire as the acting governor for your state, before His Excellency Mene comes to address us, that we put in our minds the positive benefits that are derivable from the launch of this protocol this day. Thank you very much once again, and God bless you.